Hello everyone, and thanks for streaming with us in Afghan Voice Agency on July 19th. The leader of Islamic Revolution, Imam Khamenei, has delivered a message on occasion of the Muslim Hajj pilgrimage season. The Islamic nation has been deprived of the great blessing of Hajj due to tribulation of the pandemic and perhaps that of the policies dominating over the Holy Kaaba. Hajj is an act of worship filled with mysteries. This year the Hajj ritual is impossible, but attention to the God of the house and asking forgiveness are possible. Stunning Satan is impossible, but rejecting the power, seeking the wills is possible everywhere. For the past 150 years, Muslim nations haven't had a role in self-determination, and apart from a few exceptions, they have been subjected to the Western government's greed, interference, and vice. Backward and dependence in many countries is a product of that passivity and incompetence. We, the followers of Islam, who enjoy a large population, vast lands, and countless natural resources, must build a future with our assets and resources and stand up and resist aggression, interference, and evil of Western powers. What Iran is saying that has enraged arrogant power is inviting to resistance against US interference and evil. The straight path shown by Hajj is attention to God's perpetual power, having national self-confidence, believing in struggle, and having abundant hope of victory. Occupied Palestine calls for our help. Oppressed Yemen torments every heart. Afghanistan's suffering concern all. The tragedies in Iraq, Syria, Lebanon, etc., where US and its cohorts' interference and evil hands are completely visible, are stimulating the youth's determination. The emergence of resistance makes hearts brim with hope. Palestine bravely defeated the aggressor in 12 days. Yemen besieged and alone endured the enemy's 7 years of crime and perplexed the enemy with its ingenuity. In Iraq, the usurping US and its puppet ISIS are pushed back. These migrants led America to be humiliated in Afghanistan. After the Iraq's invasion 20 years ago, and after having used weapons and bombs against defenseless people and civilians, it became stuck in quagmire and eventually withdraw its forces from that country. Of course, the vigilant Afghan nation should remain watchful concerning America's tool for gathering intelligence and its software weapons, and it must vigilantly fight them. Regional nations have shown that they are awake and vigilant, and that their path is different from the path of those governments that are even prepared to go as far as to give in to US demands over a vital matter, the Palestinian cause, in order to keep it satisfied. These are governments that overtly and covertly create ties of friendship with the usurping Zionist regime. In other words, they deny the right of the Palestinian nation to their historic land. This is an act of stealing Palestinian assets. They did not find it sufficient to ransack and natural resources of their own countries, and they are now ransacking the resources of the Palestinian nation. President Ghani met with local insecurity officials in Horad and discussed security situation in the west of country, the presidential palace said. Afghan Republican and Taliban delegation issued joint statement following high-level talks in Doha, agree on a need to reach a settlement according to Islamic principles and to hold such a meeting in future. High-level Afghan negotiating team in Doha agreed to accelerate talks to soon reach a just and sustainable settlement. Joint statement. High-level intra-Afghan negotiation teams also agreed to take steps to ensure safety of COVID vaccination personnel and to ensure transparent and smooth delivery of oxygen and other materials needed for treatment of COVID patients. Taliban spokesman Mohammad Naeem rejects report of agreement on ceasefire and prisoner release following high-level talks in Doha. Decision by the government of Afghanistan to recall its ambassador and senior diplomats from Pakistan is unfortunate and regrettable. In a statement, Pakistan Foreign Office spokesperson Zahid Hafiz Chaudhry said the reported abduction and assault of ambassador's daughter in Islamabad is being investigated and followed up at the highest level on the instructions of the Prime Minister. Afghanistan on Sunday called back its ambassador and senior diplomats from Pakistan after the brief kidnapping of the Afghan envoy's daughter in Islamabad. An Afghan delegation will visit Pakistan soon to assess and follow up on the case and all related issues, adding that subsequent actions will follow. Interior Minister Sheikh Rashid on Sunday denied the abduction of the daughter of Afghanistan's ambassador to Pakistan in Islamabad, saying it was an international racket led by Indian intelligence agency research and analysis wing to defame Pakistan. This comes as Pakistan's envoy to Afghanistan, Mansour Ahmad Khan, has arrived in Islamabad after Kabul called back its ambassador and senior diplomats in the federal capital, citing security concerns, sources told GeoNews. Diplomatic mission of Western countries in a joint statement called for an urgent end to the Taliban's ongoing military offensive. This Eid al-Adha, the Taliban should lay down their weapon for good and show the world their commitment to the peace process, the statement says. As usual, thanks for tuning in and until next time.